In this snippet, we're going to learn how to create object data sources and how to consume custom behaviors. So, our client has a new requirement. He wants to be able to send mails to a set of members of the list. So we have created this page. In this page, you can select the member from the list, drag it, drop it into the send list, type a subject for your email, type a body, and click on the send button. Okay. To implement drag and drop between the list, we are going to create an object data source with some entities, and we are going to add the custom behaviors that will allow drag and drop between the two lists. Let's first start by creating the entities. So let's say add new item, class, let's call it member entity. Okay. I'm going to add something called snippets to avoid boring you with dummy errors. So first of all, we have a member entity class. That contains a name and an image. It's a path to an image. We have added these images here. Now let's add a reference to system.collections.objectModel. We're going to create some observer collections, and let's define something like a sendMail view model for the sendMail page. Okay, in this class we have two observable collections. First one is the members list that will be associated to the member list box. Second one is the send to list that will be associated to the send to list box. In the constructor of this class, we just instantiate both observable collections, and we add some text data. So we can see some names and some pictures. Okay, let's build the project. Let's check that we haven't had any dummy error. Let me check. It's a results window, what we want to see. Let's make it visible. Okay, build has successfully completed. Okay, now let's jump again into the send mail page. Let's go to data. Let's create our object data source. We have to choose here the same mail VM class that we have created, and the data source name will be sendMail VM data source. That's okay. Okay, now we got the members list. We drag it and drop it into the member list, and we get the send to list. We drag it and drop it into the send to list. Now we can see the data, but it's not in the way we expect. We need to modify a bit the layout. So we go to the list box, edit additional templates, and edit generated items, item template, edit current. Fine. So here we can see the stack panel. I'm going to jump into the XAML code. I'm more happy working with XAML than with Blend because I'm a developer. And I'm going to modify this template. Again, I'm going to grab some snippet here and replace the current one. Sorry, made a mistake. Copy pasting. Okay, so now we get a stack panel, orientation horizontal, to have a picture on the text. This way, we have an image object, bind it to the image property, and a text block. Now we could just use the same template in this box, but we'll just go a bit quick and dirty. We'll just copy it into the second list box. Okay, here we have it. Let's build a project, let's run it, and let's see how it looks. Okay, send mail. Hey, here we get it. Pictures of our friends from Complete IT SilverlightShow. But now, if we try to drag and drop, nothing happens. We need to add a custom behavior to allow that dragging and dropping between the list boxes. How can we do that? Okay. MacDevo in this post block has added a custom behavior called Silverlight drag drop copy item. We can download it, the behavior, and we can use it. Let's see how can we do that. Okay, let's copy the behavior and let's paste it on our solution. Paste it here, and let's add an existing item that is my behavior. You have noticed there is one M here. That's because I have modified some code. That's something that we will see later on. Okay, we have the drag and drop copy item here. Now if we go to the assets, we go to behaviors, we can search and we will find, hold on a second. It didn't appear because we need to build the project. Sorry about that. Building succeeded. Hold on a second. One more thing. Let's make things more easier. We have already written a space. When we downloaded the Silverlight drag drop copy item, it included another namespace. The easiest is to include the one you're using in your project. In this case, I have modified the code already. Fine. Now, let's go to the send mail, let's go to the assets, behaviors, and now, hey, we got our Silverlight drag drop copy item. We only need to drag this behavior. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. It's something executing now. I see what is happening. We are editing the data in template. Data in template, let's go up. Okay. Now we can drag and drop the behavior here, drag and drop the behavior to the other list box. Let's build the project. Fine, let's run the project. Now we can just grab an item, drag it, and drop it into the destination list box. That's fine. As you recall, I said that the drag drop copy item behavior, I modified something. Let's have some developer fun. I can now go to my project and say, hey, I want to play with the code, and Expression is not the right tool to play with that code. So I can grab my solution here and say, edit in Visual Studio. Okay, I can go to my custom behavior, to MacDevo excellent custom behavior, and I found something. Let me check. Some bit of code that I need to modify. In our case, was just that he was expecting no item source, and I have one associated that is the to-list box in the destination. And I need to add some code here to add the item. The good thing, I can add here a breakpoint. I can click on debug, go to my send mail page, drag, drop, and hey, breakpoint, hit, and I can go and see how things are working. I can drag, drop to the watch, docking window, variables, and I can play with the code. That's great for developers, don't show this to a designer. So that's all for now, thanks.